So, so everybody, this is my best friend Jimmy Kersey. So, what is your proudest moment in your life?
My proudest moment in my life.
Yeah.
Wow. Probably recently when I recently got promoted at work. So from part-time to full-time, and yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm living the dream.
Living the dream.
Yes, sir.
So overall, so that's from so we're just because this is going to be a personal and uh, a business and just a life overall. So for you guys that don't know, uh, I met Jimmy. Um, we both went to the American Broadcasting School, and that's how we
Different
met.
campuses though.
Different campuses. Uh, I was in Oklahoma City. Jimmy was in Arlington, and Jimmy was looking for somebody to do his podcast with him. And I was like, I'm trying to get experience in the business, and we've been best friends ever since. And I just thought it was going to be like us another. I mean, I knew it wasn't going to be a pan, but just trying to get experience, and but we became best friends, and going on what 3 4 years now, and um, yeah. So um, and we just been thick as thieves since then. When I first visited Texas, he was like, "Oh, you're gonna fall in love with it." I was like, "Whatever." Yeah, and so and I do like Texas though.
Yeah,
Outside,
because everything's bigger in Texas. Just
not not everything. Okay, so I'm at the anyway. Um, okay. So for you and Jimmy works at tell him the radio station you work at.
I work for Salem Communications. They own the top rated 94.9 KLTY in Dallas, 100.7 The Word, which is all Christian.
Hmm.
Um, I am a board operator for 660 AM The Answer. I've worked close ties with people like Mark Davis in Dallas and and
Okay.
big people like that.
Yeah. Um, who's had the biggest influence on your life?
Man, biggest influence probably my dad. Just seeing how hardworking he's always been. Shoot,
That's what
he's working to this day, to this minute right now. He's working.
and I thought, when I was looking at this, I know you love your mom. Don't, yeah. But I
Yeah,
know for me, it's just the opposite. My mom was a big influence on my life.
right.
And I love my grandfather. But I know for you, your dad has been a big influence on your life and how you carry yourself as a man and family and just overall how you do things. Your dad is a big influence. And I kind of figured you would say that would be the question or the answer that you would say. So what do you want to be when you grow up?
Well, are you asking the 7-year-old Jimmy or the 41-year-old Jimmy?
I'm asking the 7 year old Jimmy.
The 7-year-old, shoot. The 7-year-old Jimmy wanted to be a fighter pilot, dude.
Really?
F-16s, but
Wow.
when you're scared of heights, that kind of throws everything out the window.
Yeah, that that
So
that does that does kind of throw everything out the window.
so so
Man.
I got real big into meteorology, and that was something I really wanted to do until
Hmm.
well until the math totally crushed me at OU.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, math is not my listen, it's not my I had to get a tutor for my math class. Okay. So
Yeah, I know.
yeah, I had to get a tutor. Um, when it's all said and done, which we don't have to worry about right now, how would you like to be remembered?
As a hardworking, loving person, somebody that somebody could come to, and I could give them advice,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. With everything that's gone on these past several years with police violence and stuff like that, uh,
Right.
I was able to go to Jimmy, and Jimmy, he didn't have the statement what Brian Urlacher says, I have black friends. No, you just know black people.
Right.
We're your best friends. And there's nothing, he was like, when he saw that guy being kneeled on like that, he was like, I wish somebody would try to do you like that. He said, as much as I love my wife and my kids, he said, I would have to do something.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I'd go to jail
He
trying
said,
to throw that fool off.
yeah, he said, I'd
Or
have to
I'd
do
end up
something.
dead.
Or
One
I'd
or
end
the
up
other.
dead. And to me, as a black man, I was like, wow, and so because when I went to him, I was like, Jimmy, I said, the world's getting crazy. Um, it's getting crazy. And to think about me being out there in the world, being a black man, being my size, you sometimes you feel like you're a target for people, whether it's law enforcement, whether it's um, uh, racist people. And Jimmy understood. He just listened. He just listened to me. He didn't shoot it down. He said, you know what? I can't be in your shoes. But he said he just listened, and that was all I needed as a man, as a best friend. And so when I went to him, and then so I didn't even have to say anything. Jimmy was just like, listen, if that happens to you, it's everything is off the table. He said, I'm gonna do the best I can. I may lose my life. I may go to jail. He said, but I will not let anybody do you like that. And for me, that was like that's that when you talking about how you want to be remembered. I said, when I know my best friend, that's like I said, family, caring, loving, understanding. And he's it. And plus he makes me laugh like crazy. Cause Jimmy don't cuss unless Jimmy's mad. So I never, yeah, we never want, yeah.
That's a point.
That's a,
Doreen knows when I'm mad because
oh
I
yeah,
call him using 4-letter words.
yeah.
It's like,
Cause he,
dang it.
yeah, cause that fact was like about a month ago, we had the issue with the neighbor and
Yeah.
Jimmy cussing that text. I was like, oh yeah, I need to call him. I was like, yeah. I knew something was wrong because that's not in his, and even for me, my daughters will tell you, if my daddy is cussing at you, oh, you better watch out because he is not the kind. He just not gonna. It's a done deal. You have just totally just ruined everything, every whatever friendship you have with him or whatever, or he is gonna be pissed at. Yeah. So yeah. Um, in Texas, in the Kersey household, what was life like growing up?
It was very it was very organized. I don't mean OCD organized. I mean there's that chaotic organized, but there was also discipline in the household.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
I mean I couldn't get away with murder in that household. But my dad told me one time growing up, he's like, boy, if you ever go to jail, don't call. And I know you did it. Don't call me because I ain't gonna blow your butt out.
Bingo, bingo. Listen, I feel the same way about my daughters and my son. Listen, um, if you go to jail and you did something wrong, then I'm gonna just have to say, you know what? I'm gonna just pretend that you're no longer existent because you know right from wrong. Now, if you're protecting your family, protecting yourself, but if you're just out there doing some stupid stuff, then I might be like, I can't show up at court. You just got to go to jail and do whatever time whether if it's life, 10 years, 5 years, whatever. People are like, really? I was like, yes, because you know right from wrong. And sometimes even if people, and me being a big guy, if people make you mad, sometimes you have to decide, should I just walk away? Or and and then you like I said, and or what, and you like in my household growing up, Harvey and Flossie, it was discipline. Um even to this day, I'm 50 years old. People are like, who do you fear? Harvey do. My
Yeah.
my, my dad is still alive and fully functional like a battle station, buddy. Okay. There was discipline, but there was still love. But he let you know, they both let you know, hey, you getting a little bit out of line. You better I'm gonna give you some warnings.
Right.
Pay heed to the warnings, because if you don't, I got something for you. So,
Exactly.
I got something for you. Um, what has broadcasting brought to your life?
It's made me more outgoing. I'll tell you that.
Uh-huh.
It's normally as a regular human being, when I first meet somebody, I'm extremely shy, timid, whatever.
Yeah.
But uh, in the broadcasting world, it's almost the opposite. I mean, I
Yeah.
get behind that microphone or whatever, and it's kind of like, okay, uh, it's time to open up.
Yeah.
Let's tell the world what they want to know.
Yeah. And believe you me, guys, he can't open up. If you were to look up our show, you can find us both on. You can find us on YouTube. Um, to me, what was the name of our show?
Jimmy the K Sports Show with Big Do, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to see him open up, go find us on YouTube.
Or fall out of a chair.
You remember that episode? Yeah.
Yep. I just edited that part out one year where it's just me falling out of the chair.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we were doing an episode and we were talking and Jimmy fell out of the chair. And
That's why you don't lean back in your chairs, boys and
bingo.
girls.
That is why you don't lean back in your chairs. So broadcasting helped you to come out of the shell. And because him and his wife's personalities are totally opposite. Jessica's like, boom. Yeah. And Jimmy he is the introvert. He is like, Jimmy could probably, like me, he could probably stay in the house, not be around people, not, yeah. But me, it's like you said, when you get behind that microphone, it's like it's a whole nother world, a whole nother life, a whole nother a being. And when I was at ABS in Oklahoma City on the air, it like you said, it does something to you. Have you ever wanted to be in front of a microphone like on TV? Has that ever?
Well, as I previously mentioned earlier, I wanted to be in meteorology, but to be honest with you, it wasn't just regular meteorology. I wanted to be one of those TV meteorologists, like
Oh,
the people in front of the camera. And hey, there's an F5 coming towards your house, duck and cover,
yeah,
or the station's going to get pummeled. Well, guess what? I'm still in front of the camera doing it. So
yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. Oh, I'm gonna love this one. I can't wait to hear this answer. When would your Rangers win a World Series?
They should have won in 2010, right? Wasn't that the year Nelson Cruz to fake the pull hammy? It should have been 2010, but at this rate, I did a way too early prediction show on one of my sports shows this year, and I actually had Texas in third place. I actually had the Astros in fourth or fifth, and it's kind of
Really?
But when will they win the World Series? I think it probably be they're a good year out before they even can compete for a championship. So
Yeah.
probably 2 years from now.
And so, what are your future goals when it comes to broadcasting?
To continue to get better
Mhm.
and continue to move up, not step on anyone's toes, not stab anybody in the back, but just do it the right way.
Yeah.
Just do it the right way. Continue to learn and grow, and then you let everything else fall into place.
Okay. And then the last question: Who are your best friends, and what are they like?
Well, one of them's you, and obviously you can see through this video what he's like. He's a big, lovable teddy bear. My wife's another one, and what's she like? It depends on what kind of mood she's.
Yep.
If mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy.
No. And listen, guys, and I have spent multiple weeks in the Kersey house, and I love it. I love it. But when Jessica's like, when she just like she look at you like, listen, I've had enough. You're like, okay, yeah, y'all kids better get on out of here somewhere and go on upstairs or something. Yeah. So okay. Well, um, thanks for your time today. Man, when I was going through questions, I was like, it didn't have questions that you, it's like, it was like, it didn't have questions like, oh, these are questions you're going to ask your best friends, like personal, peer, teacher, blah, blah, blah. I was like, he's my best friend. Like, we, we just clicked. And
Right.
long story short, I lost my other best friend in 2008. So when I met Jamie, I was like, when I lost Devin, and you didn't even think about it because Devin, it was like we were like as thick as thieves. If you saw one, you saw the other. If one was broke and one wasn't broke, you didn't have to worry because the other one always had. Um, and then when I met Jimmy, and then I met the family and the kids were like, because my name's Duran, they were like, that's Kevin Durant. I was like, and
Yeah,
remember Nolan?
yeah,
No,
yeah, Kevin Durant. Yeah, Kevin Durant's. He used to tell everyone at our old church. He's like, yeah, Kevin Durant's coming to our house, and people are like, for real?
Really? Kevin Durant's coming to dinner. Yeah.
Yep.
So the kids probably had to set that straight. The kids were like, really, Kevin Durant's coming to your house for dinner? Yeah, yeah, sure is. But yeah, so this is him being my best friend has been, like I said, most definitely. I love Texas. He's up there in my bedroom. And just if Jimmy don't mind me telling, we have a new family member coming in November.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Simply put, at 41 years old, I thought I was done, but evidently not.
Listen, when I got that text message, we were talking, and all of a sudden he just threw it in there. Jessica's pregnant. I was like, what? I was like, hold on a minute. Okay, all right. Okay, whatever. I'm thinking, where am I gonna sleep? Huh. And hopefully it's a boy or girl. They can either sleep with Nolan or Michaela. I'm like, yeah. So but yeah, so we just hit it off, and that's how we became best friends. And like I said, when I first went to Texas, before I even came to Texas, Jimmy was like, oh, you're gonna love Texas, blah blah blah. I was like, whatever. One of my favorite restaurants. I love Papa Do's.
Twisted Root's coming back, dude.
Huh?
Twisted Root is coming
Twisted
back.
Root's coming back. So for you guys that don't know, I don't eat beef and pork. So Twisted Root, they have like awesome turkey burger. Awesome turkey burger. And so that's how I found it. And so we just through doing the podcast and everything, that's how we became best friends. And we don't have to talk every day. We don't have to talk all the time. But he always knows that if he needs me, I don't have a whole lot, but if I can give him whatever, I'll do the best I can. And so but this has been a great interview. And most of the questions I already knew the answer, but I was like, we'll see what he says. And I appreciate your time today. I'm gonna download this, and you'll be able to find it on YouTube. And I'm glad you had to make yourself clear on that first one where I said the proudest moment of your life. Because if your wife sees this, you should have said yeah.
Well, obviously she was.
I'm just saying. That's gonna be like, so what? Really?
Yeah. I'm gonna be sleeping in your room that night.
Yeah, you're gonna be sleeping in my room. Yeah. So I'm like, Jessica, I was like, okay, buddy. Okay. So anyway, but yeah, I'm gonna get off here. I will talk to you later, and look forward to my vacation in August. Can't wait. But I will talk to you later, brother. Have a good night, okay?
All right, you too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.